Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm reviewing Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I've read Ellie's previous romances plus the audiobooks she released about women in STEM, and I really love the premises she uses for these stories and how she always includes the many hardships of women working in STEM. Honestly, it was a no-brainer that I also needed to read her newest book. The many lives of theoretical physicist Elsie Anaway have finally caught up with her. By day, she's an adjunct professor, tolling away by grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in the hopes of landing tenure. By the other day, Elsie makes up for a non-existent paycheck by offering her services as a fake girlfriend, tapping into her expertly honed people-pleasing skills to embody whichever version of herself the client needs. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet gig until her carefully constructed Elsieverse comes crashing down because Jack Smith, the annoyingly attractive and broody older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of theorists everywhere. And that same Jack, who now sits on the hiring committee at MIT, right between Elsie and her dream job. Elsie is prepared for an all-out war of scholarly sabotage, but those long penetrating looks, not having to be anything other than her true self when she's with him, so she will probably fall in love into an experimentalist's orbit. Finally, uh, maybe tempt her to put her most guarded theories on love into practice. Uh, I was really into the whole premises of the book and the drama between the theoretical and experimental physics. It was a really nice way to insert Elsie in and to create this hate relationship she felt with Jack. And it was truly fascinating to learn more about both fields and see the two main characters change their own perspectives on it. I do have to say that the whole interview process Elsie had to go through to get a job at MIT was deeply exhausting. I know people in STEM have to go through that, but I was feeling very anxious along with Elsie, and especially when one learns that no matter what she did, she would never get that specific job. It was heartbreaking, even though it also gave her the courage to actually fight for her dream job and her own research. I do love an amazing and brave female scientist finding her path. Also, got to say that in the beginning, it was a bit hard for me to actually like her. All these versions of herself that we saw under people pleasing tendencies were a bit annoying to me at the start of the book because I felt like I couldn't really know her. But I really liked that as the story went by, we finally get glimpses of the true Elsie and she starts to feel empowered by her own self. I think Jack pushed her a little in that direction, but she also felt like it was needed if she wanted to live life to the fullest, enjoy the things that she liked. She was reaching a breaking point, so it really was starting to be an obstacle in her relationships with the people closest to her. So a change was needed. In relation to Elsie and Jack, those two were just two peas in a pod. I loved their rivalry in the beginning, and I really liked their whole vibe and the past that they shared together before meeting in the interview process because it felt that instant connection between them. They both needed to change a little and kind of grow up, but I really loved their moments together, from all the conversations about science to the chill moments of them just hanging out with Jack's grandmother, or even the sweetness they shared with each other. They were both complex people and they fit really well together. It was a bit slow burn, even though we knew they would end up together. But I really liked how things weren't rushed, especially their own talk about feelings, in a sense that even though Jack was so sure Elsie was it for him, he gave her the space to reach the same spot that he reached. He didn't pressure her, and that felt really mature in the book. I feel like I need to give a huge shout out to the group of friends in this book, both Elsie's and Jack's. I really loved all these side characters, especially in Drake's side, who basically adopted Elsie and made her feel comfortable about being herself with them. It was so lovely to see her in a new environment. And finally, I was obsessed with the surprise guests we had in this book. I loved to know more about Olive and Adam and how life was treating them. Their rant and sweetness was very cute in their own book, but it shined here. And I loved how Ellie made Olive and Elsie connect so much. It was really nice. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!